Hello YouTube adventurers, welcome back to another vlog. It's been a while, I'm sorry, but I'm back at Efteling today. It's a very sunny day. The summer festivities have started, so I will be making a video about that as well. But this video is the promised video of the walkthrough through this fairy tale forest. This is the plaque sign in front of the park. I will show you in a little bit how I'm going to walk, and this is the #1 spot on the map. So this is our starting point, and yeah, we're going to go through all the fairy tales. I think there's about like 31-ish. And also, I do not know all the fairy tales, so I'm going to be learning with you today. And yeah, if you are coming to the Efteling anytime soon and you do not want any spoilers, obviously this video is not for you. I do appreciate you watching, and yeah, let's go through the fairy tale forest. So here we have a park map. I'm just gonna show you a little bit what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go through the fairy tale forest, which is this area right here. So we are gonna start from here at the top, #1. I'm gonna go through here, all the way around. Go here, squiggly lines, go through here, make all the way back to #1. So that's gonna be our walk for today, and I'm gonna show you all the fairy tales that are along the way. So here's a closer look of the sign. They actually changed this in the winter. They will give a little scarf to Longneck, which is right here, and put some ice on his nose, like they actually do on the actual fairy tale character that you will see in the forest in a little bit. It's very beautiful. It's also 3D. As you can see, it's really pretty. So let's get started. So before you enter, you see these two little witches here on the gates that are greeting you in. So let's go. And the first thing we will see here around the corner is Sleeping Beauty's castle. Of course, a lot of these fairy tales are well-known fairy tales, all by Brothers Grimm and a couple of other fairy tale writers. But Sleeping Beauty is definitely one of the more familiar ones. And this is the Efteling's take on it, or I should say Anton Pieck's take on it. So here, hidden behind the trees, you can sort of see the castle where Sleeping Beauty is sleeping. And just behind this tree here, you can see there's a guard sleeping as well. Zoom in a little bit for you guys. And every fairy tale here starts with a storybook. And they have it in different languages, so you have Dutch, English, German, and French. So probably a language here that you can read. Definitely English. I mean, my channel is in English. Yeah, so pause the video if you want to read through them. I will show every book that I will find, so you can have a little read if you're interested. So let's go through this. This is a walkthrough fairy tale. We've just ventured here off to the right, and we will go back left through the castle, and then we will come out on the left side for us to continue our walk through the fairy tale forest. Look at beauty. Also, today is a lovely, lovely day. I'm so happy the sun is shining. We'll show the fairy tales even more beautifully. So we will go up here, up to the castle. So after you walk all these steps, you will find Sleeping Beauty sleeping just here. And here am I in the reflection. Hello. Let's see if I can make it a little bit darker. And actually, if you look here at the bottom, you see the part of the spinning wheel where she pricked herself before falling asleep. There she is. And if you walk a little bit further, become part of the castle. And you can have a nice view. Look at that. Nice and green summertime. Cannot really see anything down there. But these are the views you get from the castle here. Not all these fairy tales are this big. Yeah, but this one is really cool. You can actually see the guard sleeping right there. And here is also a little room where you can look, and I think this is the kitchen. And I can already hear them snoring. See if we can look in. Oh, boink. There's the baker, or the chef. And they are sleeping. There's another one there in the back. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's quite hard with all the reflections. But yeah, there's two of staff sleeping. And this is the way you walk out. And then we're gonna go towards the right from this side onto the next fairy tale. I must say it's quite a busy day. The park is just opened, so hopefully we will not encounter too many people that I need to blur out. But this is a nice stroll. And these are parts of the Gnome village. So they have a Gnome village here, all these little different buildings. I'm not sure what the story is behind it, but they are very, very iconic. Kids can go up the stairs there, go in and have a look out through the window, and then come back out on the other end. And here is a better view of the total structure. This is another part, only kids can go walk through there in the back. Here's a tree they can look in. We will have a look in a little bit, but here is the book of the Gnome village. So definitely pause the video if you want to have a read. And here you can look in and you see he's playing the organ or the piano. That's the music you will hear on the background. There's also a lookout on the other side for kids. Throughout the whole fairy tale forest, you will come across these. It says Fakir here. It's like the Holle the statuesque, or those characters that will suck up your trash. And these bins are also bins, so you can put your trash here. So, and there's more than enough here throughout the park, so you don't have to carry around your trash. This is the fisher's cot, I think. And there's the little fisherman trying to catch some fish. And there's someone there at the top as well, and he's humming a song. That is fun. Here at the little fisher's house, you can actually go in and have a look. I didn't even know this. I mean, maybe I did, but I haven't been here in such a long time. So he's reading a Anton-Pieck book. There's a nice pudding on the table by the fire, and they're just relaxing. Here's the music box that you hear the music from. Oh, and there's one sleeping here as well. There you can see him a little bit better. So that was the Gnome village, and now we're going to go to Longneck, I think. We'll have a look. And here we have the famous mushrooms that will send song out like throughout the whole fairy tale forest. And this is very iconic. So here is the mushroom, and you can just sit on it, take your picture, and yeah, this is very iconic Efteling. So do get your picture taken of yourself, of your kids, whoever you're going to be here with. That way you can actually show that you've been to Efteling. It's very nostalgic to get your picture on one of the mushrooms. So I was right. Next up is the 6 dienaren, the 6 merchants. I don't know the word, but yeah, long neck is one of them, which is the most popular one. There he is, the icon himself, long neck. And he's just having a look around. Apparently his neck can go as tall as the world, so he can see everything. And here is the book. Oh, and it's called The 6 Servants in English. And you can hear actually there's a Dutch narrator telling the story as well. So you can also wait for that and listen to it if you speak Dutch, of course. And Longneck was not alone, so there were 6 servants, and I will show them to you. They are not like statues like Longneck, but there's like plaques here on the wall that you can actually see who his brothers were. So let's go have a look. So first up is Longneck, the one that we have already seen. And here is his brother, Heuvelbuik, hill belly. So his belly is so big, he could eat the world. And here we have Kogeloog, means bullet eye. He has to cover his eyes, otherwise everything he sees will be shattered. Here we have Koukleum, who is so cold, not even fire can warm him up. Here we have Put-oor, which has really, really big ears. You can probably hear everything. And here is Springkuit, spring calf in English, literally translated. Apparently he could jump very far. I think he could walk the earth in 20 steps, something like that. So here on the side you have a little bit of Holle. And here on the other side they have a cafe where you can get some coffee and snacks. So after Longneck you will follow this path towards Red Riding Hood. And here's the book already. Little Red Riding Hood. I think the majority of the people know what this story is about. You can pause the video if you want to have a read. And here she is knocking on grandmother's door. It's quite busy, so I'll try and see if I can find a spot to look inside. There she goes, ringing the bell. The narrator is actually telling the story right now. And there is the wolf in the bed, ready to welcome her, I guess.
Op zekere dag was Roodkapje naar haar grootmoeder gegaan, die alleen in een huisje in het bos woonde.
You can tell this is one of the favorites here in the fairy tale forest because it was so busy, everybody was stopping there. So I tried to film it to the best of my ability. So here at the end corner of the fairy tale forest, you have Pinocchio. And that is Geppetto's workplace, I guess. So let's go have a look. I think there's 3 things here where you can have a look. And here is the book just on the side of Geppetto's workshop with the story. Oh, they actually edited in Italian here in red. That's very hard to read. So try and pause the video if you want to read up on this. It's a cute touch that they added Italian. I'm gonna try to show you to the best of my ability. With the reflection, it's kind of hard. I try to block the reflection. Yeah, you see all these toys here. There's like toys dancing here on the floor. Also, it's very loud here, so sorry guys. It's a lot of toys allowed. Trying to film around the smudges on the glass from people touching it, kids touching it. There's a little Jack in the Box there. It's like a little monkey going on a rope. There's a Jack in the Box over there. And there's also a little box here. I'm not sure if it's going to do anything. I think the Jack in the Box activates with that, but I'm not sure. It's very hard to film. Here's a little poster of Pinocchio. And it's all in Italian. There's a little figurine here, which I'm not sure if it works if you pull this rope. Let's see if something happens. Oh yeah, that's cute. And here we have a cat and a seagull. Not sure if this is the cat that kidnaps him. Probably. Oh, and I see a foxtail here as well. So it must be the duo that lures Pinocchio to his doom on Pleasure Island and then eventually escapes and ends up in the whale. Also, the whale here has a very interesting take because here it's a very, very big fish. So let's go have a look. So this is the whale. You can actually see Geppetto is in the back there. And I think Pinocchio comes out as well. There he comes. And here's a side view of the whale, or the fish. The eye is moving, it's very detailed. The rod I couldn't really show you because there's a lot of kids playing with it, so I don't want to bother them or have them on camera, so let's continue to the next one. And I think these are the little red shoes. So here we have it. Here's the book. So you can pause it if you want to read it. And here you can actually see the shoes dancing, tapping away. And there she is dancing on the red shoes. Up next is the Troll King. Oh gosh, it's so busy. So there you have a dial. You can put it to your star sign and he will tell you your fortune. And before I forget, here is the book. So you can read up on his story. Please pause the video if you want to have a read. So the Troll King right here does tell you some sort of fortune. He talks in gibberish, but they say that if you listen closely, you can actually understand him. Of course, you need to know Dutch. But yeah, that's pretty cool. What are you saying? Ben moe, man. He's tired. At least that's what I understood. And here is the building for the newest addition to the Fairy Tale Forest, the Princess and the Pea. And here is a book for Princess and the Pea. So if you want to have a read, you know what to do. lot of mattresses, and the little P is right there in the corner.
De volgende ochtend zei de prinses: Mijn hemel, wat wakkert ik in mijn bed. Ik heb geen oog dicht gedaan.
She just
Ik
woke
heb
up.
op iets vreselijk hard gelegen. En de prins dacht: zoals je bent, is hoe ik je zie. Wie ik ben.
Nu gaat hij afgelopen.
Ja, nu is die echt net weg.
I just realized that the pea actually disappears under the mattress. I did not see that last time, but now when I checked, here, let me show you. You see there's no pea there. That's fun. See, it's gone. Okay, we're gonna go continue our way. Because this is new, this is not really like attached to the walkway. It's a little bit off to the side, so we have to go past the Troll King to go to the next one. All right, let's go. And next up is the parrots. So now you need to speak when the eye of the parrot is red. And it's actually replaying what was just recorded. That's fun. And here is the book for this fairy tale. Yeah, you can pause it if you want to read it. Up next is Rapunzel, also known as Rapunzel.
Rapunzel. Rapunzel is een soort veldsla en die groeide in de tuin van de toverkool.
And there she is with her long hair.
Als je wil, zei de toverkool. Maar in ruil daarvoor krijg ik jullie kindje. Het kindje, Rapunzel geheten, vlecht uit het raam naar beneden,
here's
zodat
the
de
book.
toverkool erin kon klimmen. Toen een jonge prins dit op een avond zag,
I think the majority of the people will already know what this fairy tale is about. Oh, there she goes. She goes up.
de toverkool die hun liefde ontdekte, werd zo boos dat ze Rapunzels vlecht afknipte. Ik zal je verbannen naar een onherbergzaam oord. Van verdriet sprong de prins uit het torenraam, waardoor hij blind werd. En hoe liep dat nou af? Jaren later vond Rapunzel hem en haar vreugdetranen raakten zijn ogen, waardoor de prins weer kon zien. En ze leefden nog lang en gelukkig.
So they were actually just telling the story, and I caught a little bit of it. But yeah, apparently the prince fell out of the tower and he turned blind, and then her tears cured him. So that was interesting. That's different from the fairy tale that we love and know from Disney, of course. Yeah, so up next is the Mermaid. So here's the sign. So these signs will also tell you which way to walk, so that's perfect. So you cannot get lost here. The same in Dutch. And there she is, in literally all her glory. No top on, because it's not winter Efteling right now. Oh, and here's the book. So if you want to read the story, pause the video. Up next is a dragon that is guarding the treasure, and you see the treasure right here in front, and you can actually like move this crown. If you touch it, it should move, but actually there's a little sign there saying storing, which means it's not working. But before it would show some like smoke and it will move its head, you know, trying to protect the treasure. And here off to the side is the book, if you want to read this story. So up next, after the dragon, we will encounter the wolf and the 7 little goats. Oh, and look at them. And here is the book. So this must be mother goats. I think the little goats are going to be inside the house. So let's go have a look. It's a walkthrough again. So let's see. I see all the animals are playing. I see squirrels, mice. There's another squirrel here. I don't know if you can see in the reflection. Oh, it's here on the bottom. Riding a wooden horse. There's just so much detail. It's crazy. And here are the little goats. And if you pay close attention, you'll see there is another little goat there in the clock. Oh, there it comes out. And just when you think, where's the wolf? He's actually right out here, trying to get in. You see, he's trying to handle. Oh, this is Hansel and Gretel, and this is the candy house. And I don't know what they did, but it smells like gingerbread right here. It is amazing. Probably gonna attract some wasps, but yeah, we'll see. Oh, the book is here. This is also a fairy tale that a lot of people already know. And this is also beautifully presented here in Efteling. Look at all this candy. Oh, there she is. There's a lot of effects happening. So the witch was coming through the door. There was a cat there in the little hole. Oh, there he is. Oh, there she comes again. And there off the side you can actually see Gretel, and Hansel is locked up. He's behind bars. And here's a little look from the other side. Cannot zoom in any further, but Hansel is there, trapped. Gretel is by his side. And I must say, I love these flowers. Efteling's gardening team is amazing. They always do for every season, plant new like flowers and plants, and yeah, very, very well done. Up next is the Well of Vrouw Holle. This is one of those fairy tales that I'm not that familiar with, so let's go learn. You can actually see the Troll King here in the back. And here is the well. Oh gosh, very busy. See if I can film this to the best of my ability for you guys. Here I found the book, and English is here on the side. You can pause it if you want to read through it. But basically, there was a girl that fell in the well, and Vrouw Holle, she entered Vrouw Holle's world, And yeah, if she did the housework well and would shake the bed sheets or the pillows well, the feathers would fly and it would make it snow on Earth. And yeah, she was rewarded with gold after doing the housework well. There was a jealous other sister, and she tried as well, but she was not as lucky and not gifted with gold. So here comes Frau Holle. And there she is. She's gonna make it snow. There it goes.
Zonder spoel niet naar huis. Wanhopig sprong ze in het water van de put. Ze zonk naar beneden en kwam terecht in een hele andere wereld. Wat hoorde ze daar? Ze hoorde roepen: haal ons eruit!
So up next I see it's Ezeltjesstrekje the donkey, which poops gold coins. So here is the book for Tafeltje Ezeltjesstrekje, which is translated in English to Table Be Laid, Donkey Lift Your Tail. And here's the story if you want to read up on it. So he has a magic table, so he can say tafeltje, and he receives food. You could just seen that the food disappeared. So this is the donkey, as you can see. Also very nostalgic for me. And here off the side, there's actually Snow White. And it will show the mirror. And she will talk every 2 minutes.
Naast die witte groeide op en werd de dag mooier. Op een dag antwoordde de spiegel dan ook:
When you come out of the mirror room, you see these little details, like little stairs with some red apples there. Probably one of them is poisoned. Just when you come out of the mirror, there's the book for Snow White, and I think she's in the next building over. This is also a fairy tale, very well known. It's here next to Ezeltjesstrekje. And there she is. And here behind Snow White, there's also one of the newer fairy tales. The Swans, the 6 swans actually. And it's a little ride. I'm not going to be riding it, there's quite a queue and it's not worth it, it's literally just a circle. But you can actually go in around the back and have a look inside. So this is the entrance to the cave. You can see where they would go into.
Het meisje kreeg een taak. 6 hemden moet jij breien om je broertjes terug te krijgen. Van bosaspers in plaats van wol, gehuld in een stil zwijgen.
And here is the book for the 6 swans. Just pause the video if you want to have a a read. Also a little building. I thought this was a cafe, but I must be wrong. Oh, I see this is Cinderella. Let's go have a look. To be honest, I don't remember truly seeing this, so let's go in. It's very dark in here.
De drie stiefzusters, gevoed door hebzucht, waren er als eerste bij. En ik, de huisloof, mocht niet mee, moest poetsen, want dat paste mij.
So unfortunately it's a little bit too busy in there, so I cannot really film the whole sequence. But I did hear them say that she was crying on Mother's grave, and I think I just saw Mother's grave, and I think it's right here. Right behind me is the Swans. But yeah, if you walk towards Cinderella, Mother's grave is right here. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this one and Cinderella is connected. So there behind is Cinderella, and then next to it is actually a cafe. That's the one I was talking about. But here is another book, and this is about Guinevere's bridal gown. And this is about colors and doves. And I do remember Efteling having colored doves. And let's see if we can find some doves. They are all around, but they are not colored anymore. I think some animal activists prevented them coloring the doves. But I remember back in the day they were actually like pink, yellow, green and blue. Yeah, so they used all these dyes in their diet, so the feathers would turn that color. Let's go see if we can find some doves. There are actually a lot. I hope you can see, but there's one like right there somewhere. I don't know if I'm pointing at the right thing. There's a white bird there. They have a lot of birds here. So here at the cafe you can actually see there's a little crow. Oh, a lot more crows. A lot of pigeons here in the grass. I got a little snack there at the little cafe. They do a lot of sweet pastries and coffees. And I got, you know, in theme with today's video, I've got the mushroom cupcake. So let's go have a taste test. So there we have it, and let's go give it a taste test. I was actually already talking into camera and I realized I didn't record, so I already took a bite. So let's take another one for you guys. It's a very nice, I guess, moist cake. This is like a fondant, sugary topping with some white sprinkles. And this is perfect for little ones as well. It's not very adventurous flavor-wise, it's just a vanilla cake. So definitely perfect for them. And I would give this a 3.5 out of 5. It's a good, like, in-between snack. All right, I'm gonna finish this one and then we are gonna continue our way through the Fairytale Forest. So here in the middle are the frogs. The Frog Prince. And they are holding up the golden ball of the princess. Not right now, but they will. Oh, something's happening. There it comes. And here in the back, you see these little trumpet players. And this is also a fairy tale. I think these are actually princes. And every 15 minutes they will start playing and ring the clock. And I will show you the book as well. So here's a final overview of this whole square with a few fairy tales. I had a little snack, and yeah, we're gonna continue our way through the gates here to the last bit of the fairy tale forest. And next is the Indian water lilies. Which is one of my favorites. All right, let's go in. Let's go through the cave. This is also one of the bigger walkthrough fairy tales. And here is the book. And here they are. So every few minutes there will be music playing, and you will see the water lilies dancing on their pads. And there we go.
'S Nachts, als de maan schijnt in het prachtige oerwoud, let dan vooral op deze mooie waterlelies.
A lot of people start clapping with it. It's such a nostalgic song. That song is so good. I really like this one. It's one of my favorites. Okay, let's continue. We are almost at the end. And up next is the Giant and Little Thumb. Also one of the well-known fairy tales here. Here's the giant, and Little Thumb is actually right between his legs. He will pop up in a little bit. Oh, there he is. And here in front of it is the book, if you want to read this story. And it's called Tom Thumb. And here you can call for Tom, and he will show up. Up next is Rumpelstiltskin, also known as Rumpelstiltskin. And here's Rumpelstiltskin's house. And you see someone here is listening at his door. Oh, Rumpelstiltskin is singing. Nobody knows that my name is Rumpelstiltskin. Let's go see Rumpelstiltskin. He's right inside.
Niemand weet dat ik Rumpelstiltskin heet.
Oh, it's also very cute. A lot of kids around. It's really hard to film around, but I do my best. Right, let's go to the next one. I'm not sure what it is, so let's go have a look. And I think it's the girl with some sticks. Oh, she's called the Little Match Girl. But in Dutch it's het meisje met de zwavelstokjes. And zwavel is, I think, sulfur. But, you know, this is a story if you want to have a read. This book is pretty scratched up, so hopefully you can read it still. And here it is. The little building of the Little Match Girl. She's very poor in between two houses. And she doesn't dare to go home because she didn't sell anything for the whole day. This is actually the last day of the year. Didn't sell anything. She lit a match and she was met with warmth and also her grandmother.
Een feestmaal van anderen voorbij. Een herinnering komt wat groot moet zijn. Een vallende ster, een ziel gaat op reis naar Gods paradijs. En zie, daar is Grootje. Zij reikt naar het kind, zacht stralend van goedheid, met een liefde die bindt. Ach Grootje, lief Grootje, ach voer mij toch mee naar de innige warmte van uw hemelse vrede.
So that was the little match girl, and it's actually quite depressing because she dies at the end, which is also something I already got from the story when I read it in the book. But yeah, she actually dies of cold and goes and joins her grandmother. And she tried to not die, of course, but she saw just beauty in lighting those matches, and she was at peace. It's kind of depressing. Right, onto the next one.
100 jaar en ik ken uw naam nog altijd niet. Sorry, home.
It's a very cool animatronic on the way to the Emperor's new clothes. Little face in the tree. And here we are, and this is the book. I hope you can read it, it's quite bad. But basically the Emperor got fooled with new clothes and everybody was in on a pact to tell him that he looked gorgeous even though he wasn't wearing anything. So he's naked and everybody told him that he looked great in his new clothes, the invisible clothes. I think he's going to show up naked as well here. Here he comes.
Maar hij heeft niets aan. Hij heeft helemaal niets aan. Niet plots een kleine gat.
He's naked.
Even stil. Maar toen lachte iedereen de keizer uit.
Everybody was laughing.
Schaamrood op zijn wangen, maar met een zo waardig mogelijke tred. Besefte de keizer dat hij lelijk uit zijn hemd was gezet.
He realized that he got fooled. Up next is the fairy tale tree. It's a big animatronic tree and it will tell stories in Dutch for the kids willing to listen. It's very cute. They also have an animation series about it on TV. So let's go have a look at that.
Fakir en moeder Geit.
Niet rood kapje en klein duimpje.
Nee, en dat vonden ze niet erg. Je kunt beter eerlijk meedoen en verliezen dan winnen door vals te spelen. Vraag maar aan Reus.
So this is a very cute storytelling tree. There's a lot of seating here where you can sit and listen to the stories, and he just goes on and on and on, different fairy tales the whole day, which is very cute. And let's go to the next one. I think we're really nearing the end now. Up next is the Fakir, which is also a very nostalgic one for me. You can see it here behind the trees. It's about a fakir on a magic carpet going from one side to the other, singing, trumpeting, and awakening the tulips that were gifted. So here you see the yellow tulips coming out. Once it's finished, he will go over to the other side and will sing for the red tulips. And all day he's going back and forth. And there he goes. On to the other side. And while he's making music for this side of the tulip fields, the other ones will go back down. I see a little bit of movement there. Yeah, there they come. And here is the book. It's called The Gardener and the Fakir. There's the story in English. And up next is the Chinese nightingale. Here you enter a beautiful, I think, Chinese garden. It's like Asian, Japanese, Chinese vibes. Well, it's probably more Chinese. And here's the book. So it is about the Emperor of China that received a gift from the Emperor of Japan. And it was a nightingale. And when it stopped singing, he became ill until a real nightingale flew in, sang, and he became better. Look at these details too. It's gorgeous. And this is just a huge, huge stage for the show. So the emperor was in the verge of death, and the little nightingale started singing. Okay, I didn't show you everything, but basically this story has a happy ending. A lot happier than the girl with the matchsticks, luckily. So yeah, this is also very, very interesting. It's not one that I have watched a lot, so yeah, definitely do not skip out on this. It's very nice just stand in the dark for a little bit, get out of the sun, and listen to the whole story. It's all narrated in Dutch, but you kind of get the gist of it, especially if you have read the storybook that was outside, so you know what's going on. And there we have it. That is all of the fairy tale forest. And when you exit here, you actually exit next to the ouden Marskramer gift shop. So I'm gonna have a look there and see if they have something new. See if they have another pin, because they do sell different pins here sometimes. So let's go have a look. I spot a new pin back there, so I'm gonna buy that. I think it's for the 70th anniversary of the park. We'll have a closer look in a minute. And here is the pin. It's not for the 70th anniversary of the park, but it's the 70th anniversary of Hansel and Gretel. That is very cute. Just let it sink in that fairy tale forest is older than Disneyland. Such a long time ago, and they kept it up so nicely over the years. And that concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like, and maybe if you have any questions, leave a comment, and definitely do not forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And thank you so much to everyone who already did. I saw I gained a few followers, and yeah, I really appreciate it. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.